Today, 29th September, is not just another date on the calendar. It is a moment the universe has chosen for you, a moment filled with urgency and meaning. When life speaks in whispers, many do not hear. But when the universe speaks loudly through a day like today, you cannot afford to ignore it. There is no coincidence in you being here at this exact time, receiving this exact message. Before this day ends, you must understand that timing is not random. Timing is divine. The universe does not send its signs when you feel ready. It sends them when you need them. Today, 29th September, carries that exact energy. It is the closing of one chapter and the opening of another. Many people live their lives waiting, delaying, believing they will act tomorrow or someday, but someday never comes. That is why today has power. It is here to tell you there is no tomorrow for the person who waits. The universe is calling you to rise now, not later. Think about the patterns that have shaped your life until now. How many times have you seen signs but ignored them? How many times have you felt the push to change but told yourself you would wait until next week, next month, or next year? Today, 29th September, has arrived to cut through that delay. There is no more room for postponement. This is not about chance. This is about alignment. When the universe gives you urgency, it is because it knows the opportunity in front of you may not come again in the same way. On this day, you must become aware of how precious time truly is. Every sunrise you have seen before has been practiced for this exact moment. Every lesson you have carried has prepared you for this point. Now the universe is asking you, will you walk forward or will you let the moment slip through your fingers? The truth is simple. The signs you are receiving today are not meant to entertain you. They are meant to awaken you. Divine timing means that today carries weight. It means this moment is heavy with potential. It is no longer enough to dream of a better life. It is no longer enough to hope. Hope without action is empty. The universe has drawn a line with this date, 29th September, telling you that the cycle of waiting must end. It is telling you that the doorway of transformation is open, but only for those who are ready to step through it now. When you look back on your life, you will remember days that changed everything. Sometimes they felt small when they arrived, but later you realized they were turning points. Today, 29th September, holds that same kind of power. The energy of this day is not passive. It demands movement. It demands that you rise to the standard you were created for. If you choose to ignore it, life will continue as it has. But if you accept the call, the shift will begin immediately. Growth does not happen by accident. Growth happens when you respond to urgency with action. Divine timing is never convenient, never comfortable, never predictable. It arrives when you are tested. It arrives when your excuses are loudest. And today is such a test. The universe has put you here to listen, to recognize, and to act. Not tomorrow, not next month, but before this day ends. The truth is that everything you have asked for, peace, strength, clarity, opportunity, is already waiting for you. But you cannot touch it while standing still. You cannot hold it while clinging to the past. That is why today, 29th September, is sacred. It is the marker of change. It is the fire that clears the old so the new can enter. The universe has decided that now is the time for you to move. Not in hesitation, but in certainty. Not in fear, but in faith. You may feel the urgency in your body already. That restlessness, that sense that something must change, is not an accident. It is alignment. You are being pushed because the moment is real. The energy of this day does not belong to yesterday, and it will not belong to tomorrow. It belongs only to today, 29th September. If you waste it, the chance is gone. If you honor it, the chance becomes transformation. So let this day stand as proof that the universe does not forget you. It knows exactly when to speak, and it is speaking now. Every delay, every setback, every pause you have lived through has led you here. Do not let the weight of hesitation crush you. Stand tall in this moment. Accept the timing. Accept the urgency. Accept that today before 29th September ends is the message you have been waiting for. This is not just about listening, it is about living. It is about responding with the kind of courage that changes everything. The universe has placed this fire in your hands. Do not put it out. Use it. Burn away what no longer serves you. Step into what you were created for. Today is not another day. It is for the day before 29th September ends. You must hear this. The universe has chosen this moment for you. Now it is your turn to choose it back. Today, 29th September, is a mirror. It is the kind of day where you are not asked to look outside, but to look inward. This is the call to self-reflection and awareness. The universe is not pointing at the world around you, it is pointing directly at you. Before this day ends, you must understand that nothing changes until you see yourself clearly. Nothing shifts until you become brutally honest with who you are and who you are becoming. The truth is simple. Most people spend their lives running from themselves. They drown in noise, distractions, and endless activity, never stopping long enough to face their own reflection. But today, 29th September, carries a special power. It is pressing you to pause, to cut through the illusions, and to finally see the truth that lies inside. You cannot build strength if you deny your weakness. You cannot step into light if you pretend the shadows are not there. Awareness is not about judgment. It is not about punishing yourself for mistakes or regretting the past. It is about recognition. It is about opening your eyes to the patterns that rule you, the habits that either lift you or bury you. The universe gives you this chance today, on the 29th of September, to sit in silence with yourself and recognize what you have been avoiding. This is not comfortable work. Growth never is. Reflection can feel like fire, burning away your masks, your excuses, your lies. But only through fire does metal become stronger. Today is that fire. Today is the opportunity to strip away the surface and see yourself with clarity. If you resist, you will carry the same weight into tomorrow. But if you accept it, the path ahead becomes lighter. Self-reflection is a weapon. It is the sharpest tool for transformation. When you look inward, you begin to understand why you do what you do, why you feel what you feel, why you repeat the same cycles. Without this awareness, you are blind, walking in circles. With it, you finally break free. That is why today, 29th of September, is not just another day. It is a chance to break the cycle of blindness and step into awareness. The message of this day is clear. You cannot grow without knowing yourself. You cannot move forward while refusing to see where you stand now. The more honest you are with yourself today, the stronger you will become tomorrow. This honesty may hurt. It may show you the parts of yourself you would rather hide. But hiding has never brought you freedom. Only truth will. You must understand that silence is power. Take today, 29th of September, and allow yourself a moment away from the noise of the world. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and look within. Ask yourself what habits are destroying me. What beliefs are limiting me? What energy am I holding that no longer belongs in my life? These are not questions for the mind alone. They are questions for the soul. The answers will come if you are willing to listen. Awareness is the beginning of all change. Without it, nothing moves. With it, everything becomes possible. Once you see yourself clearly, you cannot go back to blindness. You cannot unknow the truth. And that is the gift of today. 29th September has arrived to push you into this awareness, to open your eyes, to remind you that the most powerful journey you will ever take is the journey within. Many people search for external signs, waiting for the world to show them the way. But the real sign is already within you. The universe uses days like today to remind you that the answers you seek are not hidden outside, they are buried inside, waiting for your awareness to uncover them. You do not need more noise. You need more silence. You do not need more distraction. You need more reflection. Do not fear what you will find within yourself today. Fear what will happen if you refuse to look. Fear the wasted years, the repeated mistakes, the cycles that never end. That is the true danger. Self-reflection, no matter how difficult, is freedom. It is the doorway to a new life. And 29th of September is the day the universe is holding that door open for you. When the sun sets on this day, you will either carry the same patterns into tomorrow or you will step into awareness and begin to shift. The choice is yours. But understand this, yours. The universe does not send this call every day. It has chosen today to remind you that you are capable of more, that you are ready to see clearly, that you are strong enough to face yourself. So let today, 29th of September, be the day you stop running. Let it be the day you stand still, look inward, and awaken to your own truth. Every change you dream of begins here. Every new path starts with this awareness. Before this day ends, make the decision to see yourself fully, not with fear, not with judgment, but with the courage to finally know who you are. And from that knowing, step into who you were always meant to be. Today, 29th of September, is the day to break the cycles that have held you prisoner for far too long. This is not a message about tomorrow or someday. It is about now, this very moment, before the night falls and the day disappears. The universe has brought you here because it is time to release the patterns, the habits, and the chains that keep repeating themselves in your life. If you carry them into tomorrow, nothing will change. But if you choose to let them go today, everything can shift. Cycles are powerful. They shape your days, your choices, your future. Some cycles build you, others destroy you. Some lift you higher, others keep you trapped in the same place. Think of how many times you have promised yourself that you would change, only to return to the same habits again. How many times you said you would let go of what hurts you, but still held on. Today, 29th of September, is a line in the sand. The universe is telling you clearly this is the moment to break free. To break a cycle is not easy. It requires honesty, strength, and the courage to face what you have been avoiding. But remember, a cycle is only as strong as your decision to continue it. Once you decide to break it, its power begins to fade. That is why today is so important. Today is your chance to stop feeding what no longer serves you. This date carries the energy of endings, and with endings come new beginnings. Think of the patterns that have held you down: fear, doubt, procrastination, toxic relationships, unhealthy habits, negative thoughts. These are not just random behaviors. They are cycles that repeat because you allow them. Today, 29th of September, is the day to interrupt them. If you do not, they will carry you forward, repeating the same lessons until you finally decide to change. Why wait? Why let another year, another month, another day slip away when you already know what must end? Breaking a cycle means stepping into discomfort. It means refusing to do what you have always done, even when it feels easier. But what is easy has not brought you growth. What is familiar has not given you freedom. Growth requires a choice, and today is that choice. Before this day ends, you must decide whether to keep repeating the past or to step into the unknown future. The universe is on your side, but it will not do the work for you. It will show you the signs. It will send you the message, but you must be the one to act. And that action begins with a decision made today, 29th of September. You cannot break a cycle by waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is already here. You cannot break a cycle by wishing for change. Change begins when you cut ties with the old patterns and refuse to let them rule your life. Understand this: cycles lose their power the moment you stop feeding them. Every time you choose differently, you weaken the chain. Every time you say no to the old behavior, you build strength in the new, and that strength grows quickly. It is like fire. At first, it is small, fragile, flickering. But with each decision, with each act of courage, the fire grows. Soon, it burns bright enough to destroy what once held you back. Today, 29th of September, is the spark that begins that fire. Do not underestimate the power of one day. Do not underestimate the power of one decision. People often believe transformation takes years, but it begins in an instant. The instant you decide you will no longer live the way you did yesterday. That is what this day is about: a shift, a break, a turning point. You are not trapped by your past. You are only trapped by your willingness to repeat it. When you look back on your life, you will see certain days stand apart from the rest. Days when you said enough. Days when you refused to repeat the same mistakes. Days when you broke free. Let today, 29th September, be one of those days. Let it be the day you stopped turning in circles and finally walked forward. The power of this date is not a random. It has been given to you as a gift, as a sign that now is the moment to act. So release the old. Release the cycle of self-doubt, of waiting, of settling for less than you deserve. Release the cycle of fear that tells you to stay where you are. Release the cycle of negativity that poisons your thoughts. Today is not about holding on. Today is about letting go, and the freedom you will feel when you do will be the proof that you have stepped into a new life. Before 29th September ends, make the decision to break the cycles that no longer belong to you. Do not carry them into tomorrow. Do not allow them to define the next chapter of your life. End them here. End them now, and step forward as the person you were always meant to become. The universe has chosen this moment for you, and all that remains is for you to choose it back. Today, 29th September, is not an ordinary day. It carries the weight of endings and the promise of beginnings. The energy of this date is a shift, a transition, a moment where one door closes and another opens. If you pay attention, you will feel it in your heart, in your thoughts, in the quiet voice inside that tells you change is here. This is the energy of transformation, and it is waiting for you to embrace it. Life moves in seasons. Some seasons are meant for learning, others for letting go, and some for stepping into the unknown with courage. Today, 29th September, marks the closing of one such season. Whatever you have been holding on to that no longer serves you. Old struggles, old pain, old doubts. This is the day to release them. The past cannot follow you into the future that the universe is preparing for you. The weight you carry today must be set down if you want to walk into what is new. There is a deep truth you must understand. New beginnings are only possible when you accept endings. Many resist this. They cling to comfort, to familiarity, even when it hurts them. But growth does not happen in comfort. Growth happens when you trust the process of change. And today, 29th September, is the exact day the universe is asking you to trust. Trust that what is leaving your life is making space for what is meant to arrive. Trust that what feels uncertain now will become clarity tomorrow. The energy of this moment is powerful because it demands your decision. Will you hold on to the old, or will you step into the new? Every ending feels painful, but every ending carries the seed of a beginning. If you resist, you stay trapped in cycles that repeat. If you accept, you step into alignment with the path ahead. This is why today is dramatic, why today is urgent. The universe has not chosen 29th September at random. It has chosen this day because the shift in energy is real and it is here. Think of all the times you have felt stuck, unable to move forward. The reason was simple. You were holding on to what had already ended. You were trying to live in yesterday while life was pulling you toward tomorrow. Today, 29th September, is your chance to stop resisting. It is your chance to open your hands, release what no longer belongs to you, and let the energy of this day carry you forward. New beginnings are not always loud. Sometimes they arrive in silence, in a simple decision you make within yourself. To stop repeating the past, to stop listening to fear, to stop doubting your worth. That decision made today is enough to shift the course of your life. The energy of 29th September is the spark that ignites it. You do not need to have all the answers. You only need to be willing to take the first step into the unknown. Understand that the future does not open itself to those who cling to yesterday. The future opens to those who are willing to walk forward, even when the path is not clear. That is why this day is so important. 29th September is the bridge. One side is the old, the familiar, the comfortable but stagnant. The other side is new life, new opportunities, new strength. You cannot stand in the middle forever. You must choose. The choice is not easy, but it is necessary. Endings bring discomfort. Beginnings bring uncertainty, but without them, you remain the same. And life is not meant for stagnation. Life is meant for movement, for progress, for becoming. This is why the universe has chosen today to press you, to awaken you, to remind you that transformation is not something that happens someday. It is something that begins now. Think of the sunrise and the sunset. Each day ends, but the ending is not death, it is renewal. Each morning brings light again, different, fresh, alive. Today, 29th September, is both sunset and sunrise. It is the end of what no longer belongs, and it is the birth of what is waiting to begin. You must embrace both sides of this truth. To welcome the new, you must release the old. To rise, you must first let the past fall away. This day carries urgency because time does not pause for anyone. If you let 29th September pass without change, the cycle continues. But if you act now, if you embrace this energy, you set in motion a chain of transformation that will follow you into tomorrow and beyond. It is not just about today, it is about the future you are creating with the choices you make before this day ends. So let this be the moment you decide to open yourself to new beginnings. Let this be the moment you stop fearing change and start trusting it. Let this be the moment you step out of the shadow of the old and into the light of the new. Today, 29th September, is the threshold. Do not hesitate at the doorway. Walk through it with strength, with clarity, with faith. Before this day ends, you must understand this truth. Endings are not punishment, they are preparation. New beginnings are not accidents, they are alignment. The universe has prepared this day for you, not to scare you, but to awaken you, to show you that the next chapter of your life is ready to be written. All you need to do is turn the page. Today, 29th September, is your chance. Do not waste it. Step into the new with courage and let this day be remembered as the day everything began. Today, 29th September, is not a day to overlook the signs that surround you. The universe has been speaking, sending you messages through moments, numbers, dreams, and feelings. This is not imagination, this is alignment. Too many people move through life blind, thinking everything is random. But there is no randomness when the timing is this precise. Today, 29th September, is proof that you are being guided. Proof that what you feel, what you see, and what you sense has meaning. Signs are the language of the universe. They come quietly at first, a whisper, a nudge, a strange coincidence. If you ignore them, they grow louder, turning into patterns you cannot escape. On this day, 29th September, you must open your eyes to what is already here, that repeated number you keep noticing, that thought you cannot shake, that sudden reminder of something you needed to hear. These are not accidents. These are messages meant for you. The truth is, life will always reflect back what you need to see. If you are restless today, it is not random. It is the universe shaking you awake. If you feel a sense of urgency today, it is not coincidence. It is a signal that the time to act is now. When the same lessons appear again and again, it is because you have not yet listened. Today is different. Today, 29th September. The message is clear, pay attention. Signs are not always grand or dramatic. Sometimes they are small but powerful. The person you meet by chance, the opportunity that suddenly appears, the thought that comes to you at the exact moment you needed it, the dream that stays with you after waking. All of these are the universe guiding you. But guidance is useless if you do not trust it. That is why today matters so much. You are being reminded that your intuition is not lying to you. Your inner voice is real, and on this day, it is louder than ever. The reason people stay stuck is not because signs are absent. It is because signs are ignored. Doubt becomes louder than trust. Fear becomes stronger than faith. But today, 29th September, you are being asked to shift, to believe that what you feel is real, to follow the nudges, even if you do not see the whole path. Signs are not given to show you everything at once. They are given to guide your next step. And once you take that step, the next sign appears. Do not underestimate the power of alignment. When you begin to trust the guidance given to you today, doors will open, paths will clear, what once felt impossible will begin to flow. This is not magic. It is the natural order of life when you stop resisting and start listening. Today, 29th of September, is your chance to begin. If you wait for absolute certainty, you will remain where you are. But if you trust the signs, even when they are subtle, you will move forward into the life meant for you. Think about the times in your life when you followed a feeling, when you trusted an inner pull, and it led you exactly where you needed to be. That same force is at work now. That same guidance is speaking to you today. You may feel it as restlessness, as excitement, as a whisper telling you to take action. It is no accident you feel this way on the 29th of September. The date itself holds energy, a call to open your awareness and see clearly what has always been in front of you. The beauty of this guidance is that it is personal. No one else can interpret your signs for you. What you notice, what stands out, is meant for you alone. That is why today is powerful. The messages of 29th of September are not general, they are specific to your life, your growth, your path. Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the things that repeat, the things that stir your spirit. This is how the universe speaks, and today it is speaking louder than ever. Trusting the signs does not mean you will always feel comfortable. Often, the guidance will push you out of the familiar, out of your comfort zone, into the unknown. That is how growth happens. That is how transformation begins. Today, 29th of September, is the reminder that what feels uncomfortable may actually be your path forward. Do not run from it. Lean into it. Follow it. Let the signs guide you into the next chapter of your life. Every sign you receive is a gift. Every nudge is a chance to move closer to the life waiting for you. But gifts only change you if you accept them. Today is about acceptance. Today is about trust. Today is about listening with your whole being and responding with courage. The universe is not silent on this day. It is louder than it has been in a long time. Before 29th of September ends, open your eyes, open your heart, pay attention to what is being shown to you. Trust that you are not lost. Trust that you are not wandering without direction. The guidance is already here, the signs are already around you, and the message is already clear. All you need to do is listen, believe, and act. This day is not ordinary. This day is a message. The universe is speaking, and it has chosen 29th of September to remind you that you are being guided toward exactly where you are meant to be. Today, 29th of September, is not a day to sit still. It is not a day to remain quiet, waiting for something to change without your effort. The universe has given you clarity, signs, and awareness, but all of that means nothing without action. Motivation is only the spark. Action is the fire. And today demands that you step forward, not tomorrow, not someday, but before this very day ends. Many people collect wisdom, read messages, listen to words that inspire them. They feel uplifted for a moment, but then they go back to the same life, the same habits, the same cycles. Inspiration without action is wasted energy. It fades as quickly as it arrives. But when you act, when you move, when you take even the smallest step today, 29th of September, you begin to create real transformation. That is the truth. Nothing changes until you do. This day carries urgency because opportunity is alive in this moment. The universe does not push you today for no reason. It knows that delay is the greatest enemy of growth. Delay kills dreams, kills passion, kills destiny. That is why this message comes with such force today. You are not being asked to wait. You are being asked to rise, to step, to do. Before this day ends, action must replace intention. Action is proof of commitment. You can say you want change, you can think about it, dream about it, but the only proof is in what you do. Today, 29th of September, is your test. Will you let the hours slip away while you hold on to excuses, or will you show the universe you are serious by acting? Every choice you make today carries weight. Every step you take today builds momentum. Every decision you avoid today locks you deeper in the same patterns. Understand this clearly. Action does not have to be dramatic to be powerful. Small steps are enough to begin. A single decision can alter the entire direction of your life. but that decision must be made today. If you push it into tomorrow, the energy of this moment will be gone. The power of 29th September will pass, and you will once again be caught in delay. This is why the message is urgent. It is not about someday, it is about now. Think about the dreams you have carried in your heart. Think about the life you know you were meant to live. Nothing is stopping you but hesitation. Nothing is holding you back but fear. And fear has no power over action. Fear weakens when you move forward despite it. Fear dissolves when you take a step toward your purpose. That is the gift of today. 29th September is the day to weaken fear, to silence doubt, to replace hesitation with movement. You must realize that action creates clarity. Many wait for everything to be clear before they act. They wait for all answers, all signs, all certainty. But clarity comes after you begin, not before. The moment you take a step, the path opens. The moment you move, the next direction reveals itself. That is why today, 29th September, is so important. It is the starting line, not because everything is perfect, but because the universe has chosen this time for you to begin. Do not wait for the perfect conditions. Do not wait for confidence to magically appear. Confidence is built by action. Strength is built by action. Progress is built by action. Every step you take today will make you stronger tomorrow. Every action you take today will remind you of who you are and what you are capable of. The only mistake is doing nothing. This day is not ordinary. 29th September carries urgency because it is a turning point. It is the moment where intention can either die in silence or come alive through action. The universe has already done its part. It has shown you signs. It has given you awareness. It has awakened your desire for more. Now the responsibility is yours. You must meet this energy with action, with movement, with courage. Action is the bridge between who you are and who you want to become. It is the difference between talking about change and living change. Today, 29th September, is your bridge. Do not stand at the edge, staring at it, thinking about it. Walk across it. Step by step, move toward the life waiting for you. Each step will make the next easier. Each decision will carry you further. Soon you will realize that the life you wanted was always on the other side of action. Before this day ends, write down the decision you will no longer delay. Take the first step toward the change you desire. Close the chapter that has been waiting too long to end. Do something, anything that proves to yourself that you are no longer standing still. Let the energy of 29th of September become the fire that moves you forward. This is your moment. Do not let it pass. Today is not about dreaming, not about hoping, not about waiting. Today is about doing. And when you act, when you choose courage over hesitation, the universe will meet you with doors you never imagined would open. Today, 29th September, is the day. Take action before it ends, and let this moment mark the beginning of everything you were meant to become.